And here we are in Weed, California, as we start the 2012 Top of the State Bowl. The visiting CHABOT Gladiators are here trying to give SISKIYOUS Eagles their second loss of the season and come away with a championship. So SISKIYOUS won the toss and they elected to receive the ball. So they will start the game with the ball, and it's coming down. The sun has poked its head out a little bit, but it is raining here in Northern California, really Northern California. We're about 45 minutes away from the Oregon border. So a lot of people call the Bay Area where the Gladiators and where I'm from, Northern California, but this is the real Northern California. It's about 7 hours away from the San Francisco Bay Area. And it's a little colder up here. It's a little colder up here. So we'll see if that has an effect on the Gladiators coming out early. And Gustavo Aloa, kicker for the Gladiators, is getting set to kick.
Gustavo Aloa to kick off for CHABOT.
And it looks like he's ready. And this game is underway. The kick goes through the back of the end zone. So that's going to be a touchback. And the Eagles will start their drive on the 20-yard line. And so the Gladiators want to come in and run, I'm assuming, to try to stop the ground game, make the Eagles put the ball in the air early in the game in this wet, sloppy, windy conditions. Game clock down to 5. And he snaps in. It's going to be a handoff runs to the near side sideline, and he's going to charge ahead for a couple. That is Christian Reyes. Gets 4 on the play. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 6. And going to the run immediately from the first play at scrimmage. The quarterback, Levy Cox, looked like he had trouble getting that play. You could see him looking at that armband. And he took the play clock all the way down to about 5 seconds. So play action pass, and he goes down, and he slips on that wet field, and that's exactly what I'm talking about early in the game. The passing game is going to be difficult in this one. And so Levy Cox goes down, and that's going to give the Gladiators those yards back. So that's Levi Cox. So it's going to be 3rd and 13. Gladiators looking for a 3-and-out to start the game defensively. Cox in the shotgun. Man in motion in the backfield. Looking for a man downfield, and they go for a screen, and he throws behind Christian Reyes. And that's going to bring up 4th and down. So the Gladiators succeed in opening up the game with a 3-and-out. And the Gladiators are going to get good field position here as Asante McCray stands to receive the punt. And this is where it's very important to call touchbacks if the ball is kicked very high in the air. It's very important to call touchbacks and take care of the ball. That's what this game is going to be about, is taking care of the ball. Whoever takes care of the ball better in this game will win the game. So the kick is up. And it almost hits a CHABOT defender. That's Tyrell Lockett. And it almost hit him in the back, which would have been disastrous for the Gladiators. But nothing doing, and it's down at what looks to be the 46-yard line. And that's where the Gladiators will start their drive, their first offensive drive of the game. So the Gladiators line up, and that's Asante McCray in the backfield with Brandon Eckert as quarterback in his final game as Chabot quarterback. Man in motion in the backfield. Looking to hand off, and he keeps it, and he's looking to take advantage of it early, and he has a man, and that is number 14. And that's going to be a touchdown. Robert Guy on the first play from scrimmage. The Gladiators said, forget the run game. They're going to go over the top, and they expose the secondary of the Eagles as Robert Guy runs through double coverage. And Brandon Eckert on a great play action to Asante McCray finds his man, puts the ball right on the money, and that is a quick 6 points for the Gladiators, who strike first. And you can't really do it any quicker than that. And Gustavo Aloa is coming in to tack on the PAT. The kick is up and it's good. And on that play right there, you would have thought it's 75 degrees sunshine with no wind. You would have thought we were indoors. How nice that pitch and catch was from Brandon Eckert to Robert Guy. And so the momentum is definitely on the Gladiators' side early with the defensive 3 and out. And then the first play touchdown from scrimmage for the Gladiators. Danny Calcagno has got to be feeling good right now how his team has started off here on the road. But watching this Gladiator team all season, you have seen them a lot of times start off very quick and get a little complacent and take their foot off the gas pedal. So this team, the Gladiator, this Chabot team is susceptible to taking his foot off the gas pedal and letting up a little bit and letting teams back in games. So let's see if here in this bowl game, if they can keep the pressure on, and let's see if this defensive unit can come back and make another stand like they did in their first stand of the unit. And so the ball is taken it out to about the 18-yard line.
Brown brings the ball back out to the 20-yard line. Eagles will take over their 1st and 10.
And that was Edwin McKinney who took the ball out, stopped just short of the 20-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10. And the Eagles are hoping for a little better luck on their second drive. That slip by Cox in the backfield really killed that drive. So he hands it off, and he runs up the middle, and that's Christian Reyes, who on his 2 rushes so far has gotten some pretty good drives. And Christian Reyes is a big part of this offense. He has rushed for 1,633 yards on the season, averaging 5.9 yards per carry. And he charges ahead for a couple more.
Reyes again, this time over the 30, good for an Eagle 1st down.
And Reyes gets an Eagle 1st down, so that's going to be 1st and 10. Reyes is also only fumbled the ball 4 times, but he has 11 touchdowns. So it's a very good running back in Reyes. And I expect they're going to keep giving him the ball as much as possible in this one. And he bounces it to the outside, and he stays on his feet after taking a hit, and he's going to get another 1st down. And as long as he's running like that, I say you keep giving him the ball. You had 2 passing plays where you slipped, and on a screen play you threw behind your man Reyes. I say you just keep running the ball until Chabot shows you can stop it.
Reyes again picks up 3. First down for the Eagles.
Hands it off to Reyes. And Reyes again keeps the legs moving after he gets contact. He doesn't just go down. Looks like a real powerful runner. And the Eagles are moving the ball with some success on the ground against the Gladiators, but it looks like there's a flag on the play. Personal foul face mask on the Gladiators. And the Gladiators will give the Eagles some yards for free. And they're going to get in Gladiator territory. It's going to be a first down. Ball on the 38-yard line. Ball on the 37-yard line, excuse me. First and 10. 12 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Cox back and he hands it off, and there's a man that's just running over everybody, and he's going up the middle, and he gets inside the 5. And what a run by Aaron Williams. And he was like a freight train out there, running through everybody. There was a lot of Gladiators that were just shedded off him, and that's Aaron Williams, who's 6 foot, 207 pounds. And what a run that was. And now the Eagles are knocking on the door, and they hand it back off to Williams, who gets stopped as soon as he gets the ball. So the Gladiators answer back as the Eagles are knocking on the door, trying to tie this ball game and respond after giving up a one-play touchdown to start the game defensively. Looking to pass, and he almost gets sacked there, and he throws the ball, and he throws it up, and it's almost intercepted. And that's an errant pass, and that pass, you got to think where you are on the field. You got to get rid of the ball. You cannot risk a turnover in the end zone.
Pass intended for UT is incomplete.
And it looks like Mark St. Louis almost came down with the interception. That is sophomore defensive back from Miami, Florida for the Gladiators, who was coming, streaking across the back of the end zone and almost came up with a big-time turnover. But now it is 3rd and 4. And a play-action pass, and he looks like he has a man, and he's wide open, and it's going to be a nice pitch and catch. And that is going to be Xavier Harrison. And that is going to be a huge touchdown and a way to answer back by SISKIYOUS to drive all the way down the field with the great runs by Christian Reyes and Aaron Williams to really take the ground game to CHABOT and drive all the way down the field. And great use of the play action right there. And Xavier Harrison was wide open in the end zone. A great route, great play call. And this game is almost tied up with the ensuing PAT. John Everest with a kick, and it's blocked. And it's blocked, and it's almost picked up, and it's going to be down. And so Jamal Jones could not quite pick up the ball and take it all the way down. But the Gladiators hold on to a slim 1-point lead as John Everest had his kick blocked. So the Gladiators lead 7-6 with 11:21 left to go in the first quarter. The last 2 drives for each team has resulted in touchdowns. And a little surprising CHABOT's play call. Last drive going with the play action pass. Confused everybody, even me. Definitely thought they were going to go with one of their running backs, Asante McCray, maybe Hunter Rockwell, and really try to pound SISKIYOUS, but they decided to go over the top to great benefit. So let's see what their game plan is coming out this time around. So the kick is up, and it is short. And it goes to Asante McCray. He takes it at the 10-yard line. He's looking for a blocker. He runs it up the middle. He has no blockers. But he takes it out to the 50-yard line. And again, the Gladiators really like to play this short field position game. They tend to start a lot of drives in or around midfield, and this drive will start exactly the same way. Ball on the 49-yard line, or ball essentially on the 50-yard line. looking at the spot from my vantage point. Sante McRae is in the backfield. He's the one that just returned the ball to the 50-yard line. Let's see if they give it back to him. No, Eckert looking for a man. Finds Casey Jennings, stays in bounds, makes a man miss, and eventually goes down, and that's going to be a first down.
Jennings out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Be a first down for
Ball on the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Gladiators, 11:07 left to go in the first quarter. Chabot looks like they have decided to come out and throw the ball and really test the secondary of the Eagles. Eckert looks like he's changing a play. Looks like he sees something defensively he can exploit. And he hands it off to Asante McRae, and Asante McRae does not get much. He's going to get 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Clock moving at 10:40 in the first quarter. And Eckert keeps the ball, and he's going to run it up the middle, and we see him do it, and he makes it, and he spins off a man, and we see him do that all the time. He is one of the leading rushers for Chabot, and you have to watch him. He gets lost behind those huge offensive linemen, and it's hard to keep an eye on him. And he can definitely be a pest out there for a defensive line and a linebacker core. So it's 1st and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line, just outside of the red zone for Chabot. And a high snap, and Eckert comes down with it, and he's going to go down, and that's going to be a huge sack. That's going to be a huge sack for the Eagles.
Sacked by Tavares.
And Tavares comes down with a big sack, and that's gonna make it 2nd and 18 on the 35-yard line for the Gladiators. So play action, but he hands it off to Asante McRae, and he goes down as soon as he gets the ball for a short gain. And that high snap that led to that play, the last part of the year, the last couple of games, Chabot has had trouble in the shotgun with hiking the ball high. They have done that a couple of times per game the last couple of games, and you have to get that fixed because you cannot give away downs. And Eckert keeps the ball, and he goes down right away, and you see what happens to a drive. You see what a high snap like that can do to momentum and can do to a drive. And the Gladiators had the ball on the 27-yard line. They were moving the ball real well, and that high snap just ruined the drive for the Gladiators. And you see what he can do to a drive, and you can see what he can do to momentum, and you just can't have that when you're moving the ball and you got a team on its heels and you're in their yard, and you can't have that. So Gustavo Aloa is coming in to try to get a field goal in these conditions, and it's not going to be good. And so the Gladiators will maintain their slim 1-point lead. And you have to think about the high snap. I know it's raining. I know the field is wet. But I don't think this is a rain problem. I don't think it's a slippery ball problem, because the Gladiators have done this Saturday nights where it was 60 degrees on turf. So it's not the field, it's not the wet ball. It's just the fact that they have trouble sometimes snapping the ball from the gun. So let's see if they get that fixed. But right now, the Eagles have the ball, and they hand it off to Reyes, who's trying to bounce it to the outside, staying on his feet, doesn't get much. But he couldn't quite find the edge to turn it upfield. So he gets a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Ball on the 35-yard line. Cox under center. Oh, and that's going to be a flag, probably a personal foul on the defense. Could have been a false start, but it looks like a little extracurricular activity from the defensive line of the Gladiators. Encroachment on the defense. Repeat second down, so it's going to be 2nd and 2. 2nd and short for the Eagles. Right around the 8-minute mark. 8:02 to be exact. Gladiators lead by 1. Hands it off to Christian Reyes, and he gets stopped short of the first down. So that's going to bring a big 3rd down for the Gladiators, for the Gladiator defense.
Be 3rd and 1.
Third and 1, ball on the 40. They hand it to Reyes, who gets a first down, and he gets a little bit more, and he shoves a man off.
Reyes gets the yard and more.
And that is a tough running back right there.
Will be spotted on the 49-yard line.
That is a hard-nosed back in Reyes, who does not go down lightly. You really have to work to take him down, and he's gonna get a breath right now as they bring in Aaron Williams at running back. So 1st and 10, ball on the 49-yard line. Hands it off to Aaron Williams. Aaron Williams makes a man miss on a shoestring tackle. Looks like he gets about 5.
Down to the 47-yard line.
6:55 left to go in the first quarter.
On the stop.
2nd and 6. Ball on the 47-yard line. Play action. Cox looking for a man. Has a man over the middle, but he overthrows Cole Williams, who is in double coverage.
Cox looking for Sam Williams, incomplete.
So it's 3rd and 6.
Be a 3rd down and 6 for the Eagles.
Gladiators trying to make another stand here and get their offense the ball back. Eagles come out with 2 wide receivers. On the far side, that's Xavier Harris, but he hands it off to Aaron Williams. And it looks like he gets enough for the first down with the 2nd effort.
Williams to the 41-yard line appears to be close to the first down.
And these running backs for SISKIYOUS, they do not go down easy. They do not go down easy. They stay on their feet and they keep working. And that's extra effort gets the first down for the Eagles. So that's going to be 1st and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line, hands it back to Williams. Williams in between the tackles, and you see that effort there when he runs into a pile and he just keeps charging ahead for 2 or 3 more.
On the stop for the Gladiators.
So ball on the 35-yard line, 2nd and 4. Eagles having success moving the ball on the ground. They come with a 2 wide receiver set on the near side sideline. Hands it off, and he's short of the first down. That's Edwin McKinney.
Down to the 34-yard line.
Out of the backfield, who only gets a yard on the play, so it's 3rd and 3. 5:30 left to go in the quarter. Gladiators still clinging to a 1-point lead. Ball on the 34-yard line on the far side hash mark. And that's Cole Williams in motion and gives it back to McKinney, and McKinney is stopped as soon as he gets the ball. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
McKinney stopped by Ainsley Miller.
Stop was made by Ainsley Miller, freshman defensive lineman from First Assembly, North Carolina. Don't hear much about him, but he does clog up the middle of that defensive line pretty well. So hands off to McKinney again. McKinney trying to bounce to the outside, doesn't have anywhere to go, and he's going to be stopped.
McKinney is stopped
So it's going to be a turnover of downs.
Gladiators will take over on down.
And you got to wonder why you go for it there. If you're the Eagles, I guess you're caught in between. You're too close to punt, too far to kick a field goal. So I figure you had some success with running the ball. Try to hand it off to Edwin McKinney. Maybe something opens up. Bounce it to the outside. Maybe catch the Gladiators napping, but to no avail. The Gladiators take over the ball around the 43-yard line. Eckert in the gun looking for a pass. He has Robert Guy, and the pass is off the target.
Pass intended for Robert Guy.
And the pass to me looked close enough for Robert Guy to make a play on. Don't really know why he didn't, but nonetheless, it's 2nd and 10. 4:33 left to go in the first quarter. Eckert in the gun with Hunter Rockwell in the backfield. Play action to Hunter Rockwell. Eckert keeps it, spins off, goes to the far side sideline. Only gets about 4 or 5 on the play. So that's going to bring up 3rd down. Clock's still moving, 4:20 left to go in the first quarter. Ball on the 42.
Ball's on the 42-yard line. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. And he throws it up, and he puts it up for grabs, intended for Casey Jennings. There is a flag on the play.
Broken up by Bell. There is a flag down.
So let's see what the flag is, see who's it on. I see an early indication that it was on CHABOT, but let's wait for the official call. Offsides on the defense, so I was wrong. Saw early indication that it was on the Gladiators, but I was wrong, so that's going to
be 3rd and short.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Gladiators, and fully expect Hunter Rockwell to get the ball here and try to pick up that 1st down yardage. So right almost at the 4-minute mark, 4 minutes, 1 second left to go in the quarter. Ball on the 47-yard line, need to get to the 48. Well, I guess they ended up giving them the 1st down. So never mind, 1st and 10, 47-yard line. Hands it off to Hunter Rockwell. Hunter Rockwell tries to bounce it to the outside, doesn't have a blocker, nowhere to go, and does not get a yard.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Ball still on the 47. Eckert looking to pass, bootlegging, and he looks like he's going to keep it, and he takes a big hit and drops the ball.
Eckert looking to throw his hit at the 50 and fumbles.
And that was a huge hit. And his bell was rung, and the ball was dropped, and he recovers his own fumble, but there was a lot of standing around when the ball was on the ground initially by the Gladiators. It looked like nobody thought to recover the ball. Maybe they thought he was already down, but either way, you do not want your quarterback taking shots like that at any time, but especially this early in the game. 3rd and 7. Ball exactly on the 50-yard line. Eckert looking to pass, stays through the blitz, and he has a man, and I believe that's Demario Moody, who receives the ball and takes it inside the 20-yard line for the Gladiators. And I guess Eckert said, I guess I'm not doing that running thing anymore, at least not for right now. I'm just gonna step back in the pocket and throw a strike to Demario Moody. So the Gladiators threatening inside the red zone. Man in motion. Hands it off to Hunter Rockwell. Hunter Rockwell not getting much so far on his first 2 carries. Maybe a yard.
By Alex Henderson. Stop for no gain.
Not even a yard. Well, yes, a yard. 2nd and 9. 2 carries, 1 yard for Rockwell, so his day has not started off the way he would like. And he hands it off to Rockwell, and he tries to bounce it off again, and he's going to get tackled for a loss. And there's going to be some extra. There's going to be some extra contact. That's Bobby Killian defending his running back. No flag on the play. The refs are going to let him play a little bit.
3rd down and 11 now.
So 3rd and 13, 3rd and 11, excuse me. Eckert bootlegging, finds Casey Jennings, and he gets taken out of bounds short of the first down marker. So that's going to bring up a 4th down.
First down, it'll be 4th. Be 4th down and 5 for Chabot.
Gustavo Aloa coming back in to kick the field goal, this time from much shorter.
Loa to attempt the 30-yard field goal.
39-yard field goal attempt to try to increase the Gladiator lead. The kick is up, and it has plenty of leg, and it's good. So the Gladiators extend their lead 10-6. They go up by 4. So with 1:30 seconds left to go, Gladiators score for their 2nd time of the ball game. This time on the foot of Gustavo Aloa, who has been such an intricate part of this team. This Gladiator team likes to play the field position game. They like to control the ball, run the ball, start with short fields, and get points when they can. And you saw a prime example of that right there. And so Gustavo Aloa, after tacking on the 3 points, is coming on the field to kick the ball away to College of the Siskiyous. So the kick is up, and it's deep in the end zone, and it's past the end zone, so that'll be a touchback. And the Eagles will start their drive on the 20-yard line, needing to go 80 yards to get the ball in the end zone. 1:30 left to go in the first quarter. And the Eagles offensive unit comes out to start their drive. Pee Wee Sanders and Christian Reyes in the backfield for the Eagles. Cox under center. Hands it off to Reyes. Reyes again charges ahead for a short gain. Clock still moving. 2 yards on the play, 2nd and 8, ball on the 27.
Pick up a 3 on the play to be 2nd down and 7.
Hands it off again to Reyes. Reyes hits its own man, stumbles for a second, but regains his footing and gets a couple more yards.
Pick up a couple more, it'll be 3rd down and 4.
So 38 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 3rd and 4, ball on the 30-yard line. Big 3rd down. Cole Williams in motion, hands it off to Christian Reyes, who's going to be stopped again short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th and short with 20 seconds left to go in the quarter. I expect that to be the last play of the quarter. So there you have it. At the end of one, Chabot leads 10-6 in the 2012 Top of the State Bowl game here in Weed, California. So this broadcast is being presented by Comcast, KCTH 27, Chabot College, and KCMC 28. For more programming and questions on how to become a sponsor or how to donate to this production, visit ChabotTV.com. Celia's Mexican Restaurant, serving natural and fresh home-style Mexican food with the best quality. Visit Celia's in Hayward, across from Chabot College, or to find another one of its 10 Bay Area locations, visit Celia'sRestaurants.com. In partnership with Chabot TV, it is the Sports Broadcasting Media Group. SBMG is a Chabot College student club who handles the video production and graphics. To show your support, you can like us on Facebook. And for Northern California Football Association stats, rosters, rankings, and more, visit cccaa.com and click on football, the official site for California Community College Athletics, CCCAA.com. So here we are with the start of the second quarter. It is 10-6, Gladiator with a small lead. Asante McCray back to take on the punt to begin the second quarter. And David Guthrie is back to kick, low snap. Oh, and he takes a second to get it off. Double clutches it. And it takes an Eagles bounce, and that will be inside the 20, around the 15-yard line. And that's where the Gladiators will go back to work. And so far, the Gladiators came out with a Brandon Eckert pass to Robert Guy to score a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. And then College of the Siskiyous came all the way down the field, and Levi Cox found Xavier Harrison in the end zone to score a touchdown of their own. John Everest, PAT attempt was blocked, and then Gustavo Aloa tacked on 3 points. And that is your scoring summary so far in the game. And Jacob Isabel takes a handoff and tried on an end around, tried to find the edge on the far side sideline, and is hit. And it looks like he's shaken up a bit as he's taken some time to get up. And he looks a little dazed and confused, and some of the trainers and athletic directors are going to go out there and make sure he's okay. And he's gonna run off the sideline on his own power, which is good. Looks pretty okay. Hope to see him in the game sooner rather than later. And it's gonna be 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 15. There was no gain on the play. Hunter Rockwell in the backfield. Brandon Eckert in the gun. Looking to pass. Finds a man, and that's Brandon Wynn on a nice reception, and there's going to be a flag on the play. And it looks like it might be on Bobby Killian. And he was the one that was protecting Hunter Rockwell with a little extracurricular activities on the last offensive drive, and they didn't call one on that time, and I think this time they're gonna ding him for one. Gotta control your emotions in these bowl games. Cannot give away yards and cannot give away drives. So waiting on the official call from the ref.
After the play, we have a dead ball personal foul.
It's gonna be a personal foul. And that's gonna move them back, and they're gonna repeat. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
It'll be a 15-yard penalty, and it'll be 3rd down. 11-yard line.
So it's going to be 3rd and 14, ball on the 11-yard line, 14-14 left to go with the clock still moving in the first quarter. Eckert with the pass, and it's dropped. And the pass was intended for Robert Guy, and he takes a shot right by the goal line. And Eckert has been taking some big hits so far this game. So that's going to bring up 4th down and forever. And Brandon Miller will come out deep in his own end zone, looking for a good punt. And the punt, and it's taken, and the ball is loose, and the ball is dropped, but it finds the Eagles player. And that was great fortune for the College of Siskiyous. That was Cody McAfee, linebacker from Coast Union, Cambria, California, who recovered the fumble. So the Eagles with tremendous field position. Ball on the 32-yard line, 1st and 10, here to start their drive, and I assume that they're gonna give it to the tailbacks and just try to eat away at this defense a little bit. And Christian Reyes gets the ball, and he runs over a man and gets what looks to be about 5 or 6.
Leo Mingo stops Reyes at the 26-yard line. Pick up at 6, it'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Eagles.
2nd and 4. Gladiator still leaning 10-6. Hands it off to Reyes again, hurdles over a man. And looks like that's going to be enough for a 1st down. Going to be awfully close as Christian Reyes gets the ball again.
Reyes again behind Zach Schumann down to the 20-yard line.
Reyes will take a breath as Aaron Williams comes in the backfield. Joining him in the backfield is Pee Wee Sanders, playing in the fullback position right now. Hands it off to Aaron Williams. Aaron Williams gets stood up as soon as he gets to the line of scrimmage and gets knocked back. So that's going to bring up 2nd down. 13 minutes left to go in the half. Eagles here with a prime opportunity to get in the end zone and take the lead. Gladiators trying to hold on. Christian Reyes didn't hit the hole running and gets a short gain, but there's a flag on the play.
They're bringing the Sam, which means that Artie is getting tied up with the guy that's going. Artie should have signed with the guy over Artie. What?
Personal foul face mask on the defense. And that's going to give the Eagles a really good opportunity to take the lead in this game here in the 2nd quarter. 1st and 8, or 1st and goal, ball on the 8. Hands off to Christian Reyes. Christian Reyes stand on his feet. And looks like a loss of 2 as he gets knocked. Looks like a loss of 2 as he gets knocked back to the 10-yard line.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 8.
$12-10 left to go in the half. 2nd and goal for the Eagles. Gladiators look like they're showing blitz, now playing off. Cox sees something in the defense. Looks like he's switching something up. Looking for a man. Has a man wide open, and that's Cole Williams, and it looks like he got the pylon.
Cox completes to Sam Williams.
So, did not get the touchdown.
Sam Williams stopped just
It's
short.
Cole Williams just short of the touchdown. It's going to be 3rd and 1,
Third and goal from inside the 1.
and the clock is still moving. So it's 11:40 left to go in the half. Gladiators clinging to a 4-point lead, trying to maintain that lead, but the Eagles are about 3 inches away
Timeout, Chabot.
from taking the lead, and Chabot will take the timeout and make sure they have the defensive unit and play they want for this huge 3rd down. So as we take a break here, with the Gladiators leading 10-6, go ahead, and this broadcast is being presented by Comcast KCTH 27 Chabot College and KCMC 28. For more programming and questions on how to become a sponsor or how to donate to this production, visit ChabotTV.com. And I am your play-by-play announcer, Rashawn Mungo. You can follow me on Twitter at Rashawn Mungo. That is RASHAANMUNGO. And we have up-to-date tweets about this game and all sorts of happenings in the world of sports. So here we go, back to action now, 3rd and 1, 11:31 left to go in the half. It's 3rd and goal. It looks like a QB sneak,
Levi Cox on the quarterback sneak.
and waiting for a call here from the officials. And waiting for an official call, and it looks like it's short. Looks like an actual loss, and it's 4th down, so here we go. A huge 4th down, 4th and goal. 11 minutes left to go in the half. And this play is going to determine who keeps the lead. Is Chabot going to keep the lead with a great defensive stand here, or is the Eagles going to get their first lead here at home in the 2012 Top of the State Bowl? Going for it. And they're signaling that they got it. Waiting for an official call.
That was short. That was short.
Waiting for an official call.
No.
And I see the official there, and he's saying, Eagle touchdown. And the Eagles have their first lead of the game, 12-10. And the Chabot coaches are not happy about that. They thought he was stopped short and fell over. But Levi Cox calls his own number and keeps the ball. And on the second QB sneak, he is successful. And so the point after by John Everest to come and extend the lead to 3 for the Eagles here at home. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Eagles lead. And there's a flag on the play. At the end of the play, there's a flag. So John Everest couldn't knock through the first point after touchdown, but he gets the second. So the Eagles now lead 13-10 with 10:45 left to go in the half. And it's going to be a personal foul on the Eagles.
The kick is good. Penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
And so if you're wondering how that works, the yards will be tacked on at the end of the kick for the Gladiators. So the Gladiators will have a little help on the return. So the Eagles lead for the first time here at home. And these weed citizens, these weed fans finally have something to cheer about. They have the lead, and the heavily favored 9-1 SISKIYOUS Eagles. This is a little bit more what they're used to seeing, their team with the lead. not playing from behind. So now it's time for the Gladiators to respond. The Eagles have scored 2 touchdowns. The Gladiators have only scored the touchdown in that one play from scrimmage. Besides that, they have not had another big play. They've missed a field goal from deep. So let's see if the Gladiators, with around 11 minutes to work with, can manage to get themselves in the end zone. And Asante McCray takes the ball around the 10-yard line, trying to make a man miss. Does. Gets it around the 30-yard line. And that's where the Gladiators will start their drive.
McCray brings the ball back to the 30-yard line where he stopped by.
So Asante McCray is coming to the sideline. So he's not going to. So it doesn't look like he's going to be in the backfield for the Gladiators. It looks like Avery Williams will be in the backfield. And that might be because Hunter Rockwell right now is not getting a whole lot of help right now. Or he's not having a whole lot of success rushing the ball. They screen to Jacob. Isabel cuts it to the sideline and takes a huge hit around the 43-yard mark. But he gets up. Doesn't look like it bothered him very much, but it sure did get the crowd. It sure did get the crowd even more into this game.
Make that a 42. That'll be first down for Chabot.
So you have Casey Jennings split to the near side sideline. Bobby Killian in motion. Hands off to Avery Williams. Avery Williams gets about what looks to be about 4 or 5 on the play. Looks like he gets it to the 47-yard line. 2nd and 5. Right at the 10-minute mark. Right now. Looks like Gladiator timeout. Or, excuse me, timeout on the Eagles. That'll be their first timeout of the half. So the clock stopped exactly at 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Eagles lead 13-10, their first lead of the ball game, on a Levi Cox quarterback sneak for a touchdown. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 on the ball on the 47. Referees are changing the ball. And the ball looks like it's spotted directly in the middle of the hash marks. So equal space on both sides of the tackles for the wide receivers. Robert Guy split to the far side as a wide receiver. Casey Jennings split to the near side sideline. Eckert in the gun. And Avery Williams still in the backfield. Bobby Killian in motion. And it looks like a false start possibly. So waiting on the call. False start on the offense. That's going to move Chabot back. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. .958. So again, Casey split to the near sideline. Eckert in the gun. And it might be another false start on the Gladiators. And the Gladiators again shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. So it'll be 2nd and 15. And the Gladiators moving in the wrong direction. Second and 15, ball on their own 37-yard line. Gladiators behind by 3 as the Eagles lead 13-10. 9:57 left to go in the half. Gladiators trying to pick up some of those yards back. Look like Eckert keeps the ball, gets about 4, what it looks like. Gonna bring up a 3rd down and long.
Stopped on the 40-yard line. Be 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12 on the play, or 3rd and 12 coming up. Ball on the 40-yard line. Eckert with a nice screen. Has Jacob Isabel up the middle, but doesn't quite get enough for the first down. He's going to be about 3 yards shy, but he brings it back up to the 50-yard line. And I see the punting unit coming on the field as Brandon Miller gets ready to punt.
Brandon Miller in the game.
Cedric McGill. Cedric McGill is going to be back to receive the punt, standing on his own 15, 16-yard line. Brandon Miller back to punt. And another Gladiator timeout. That is their second. So again, on the timeout, we will stop for a little station identification. This broadcast is being presented by Comcast, KCTH 27 Chabot College, and KCMC 28. For more programming and questions on how to become a sponsor or how to donate to this production, visit ChabotTV.com. And I am your play-by-play guy, Rashawn Mungo. Follow me on Twitter at Rashawn Mungo, RASHAANMUNGO. And here we go, 4th and 3. Gladiators back to punt. Cedric McGill for the Eagles is back to receive the punt. The kick is off the side of the foot, is not going to be very good, and it's going to go out around the 32-yard line. And that's not what you're looking for if you're the Gladiators. But terrific field position for the Eagles. I'm sure the Eagles don't mind a punt off the side of the foot. So 30-yard line is where the drive will start for the Eagles. The Eagles are trying to go all the way down the field 70 yards and score their second consecutive touchdown on 2 consecutive drives. Seeming like they might have a little something going here in the second quarter. And he hands it off again to Christian Reyes. Mama, there goes that man again. And he gets what looks to be about 4.
And Hecka on the stop.
I'll tell you right now.
Pick up a 5 by Reyes. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Eagles.
2nd and 5 for the Eagles. 8:22 left to go in the half. Ball on the 35-yard line. Hands it to Christian Reyes again, who comes head first
Reyes again. Leo Migo in the
into a defenseman who was Mark St. Louis on the stop.
It'll be 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 on the play. Clock's still running. 8 minutes left to go in the half exactly. 3rd and 3. Gladiators look like they're showing blitz. They hand it off to Reyes, and Reyes gets a first down, and he's still on his feet. And he gets more than the first down. And that's how you get 1,633 yards on a year.
48. Make it 48. It'll be a first down for the Eagles.
The number one rusher in the Mid-Empire Conference is that man right there. And you see why. And you see why they keep feeding him the ball.
No. Hey, that's false start. He can't point at us and shit.
1st and 10, ball on the 47-yard line. Again to Reyes. Reyes bounces to the outside, and he has the edge. Doesn't step out of bounds, and he knocks the defender out. Instead of going out of bounds himself, he knocks Michael Green out and looks at him. And it looks like Christian Reyes has a chip on his shoulder. He looks like he runs angry. And those are my favorite type of runners. Those that run angry. So the Eagles pick up another first down. 1st and 10, ball on the 38. Eagles leading 13-10, 7:10 left to go on the clock. Hands it off to Reyes again. Reyes gets tripped up. right as he hits the hole.
I don't know.
So 2nd and 6.
Goes down at the 34-yard line.
6:44 left to go in the half. Reyes finds room, has daylight, stiff arms the man, but he goes down inside the 20-yard line. And he's going to go off for a second to get a breather. And man, is he earning it. Aaron Williams comes in and tailback. Let's see if they go to him and keep the ball on the ground here as they're threatening, as the Eagles are threatening. 6:30 left to go in the quarter. Plenty of time on the play clock. 12 seconds left. Looking at the defense. Hands it off to Aaron Williams. Aaron Williams looking for a place to cut. Gets a little bit.
Aaron Williams tripped up by Zach Perilla. Pick up 3, it'll be 2nd.
5:55 left to go in the half. 2nd and 6, ball on the 12-yard line. Gladiators can get the Eagles can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Have to get it to the 6-yard line for a first down. And they hand it off to Aaron Williams. And Aaron Williams staying on his feet, but eventually going down short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Eagles as the clock keeps moving.
To make it 3rd down and 2 for the Eagles.
Ball on the 8-yard line. Let's see if Cox and the offense decide to go to the air this time, or are they going to keep it on the ground and keep that clock moving? 5 minutes left to go in the half exactly. Hands it off to Williams. Williams has a hole, and he's going to get a first down inside the 5. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Eagles, as the Eagles are trying to increase their lead to 10 before the half.
On the 3-yard line where it'll be 1st and goal.
Go!
That's Lonana Makisho at 35 playing fullback right now in the I for the Eagles. Expect him to do the lead blocking for Aaron Williams, and he does. And he almost gets into the end zone, just grazes the goal line. Thought he almost might have been able to get in as I saw that hole open up, but not quite. A little bit more work to do for the Eagles. 2nd and goal, ball on the 2-yard line. 4:07 left to go in the half. Hands it off, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Eagles, and that's their 2nd consecutive drive, ending in points, this time on the legs of Aaron Williams. And that's going to give the Eagles a 9-point lead with just under 4 minutes left to go in the half. And the Siskiyous Eagles and the end zone are starting to get pretty acquainted as they get into the end zone for the 3rd time on the day. And a low snap that rolls over to the holder, but to no avail as John Everest kicks it good. And it's 20-10 with 3:57 left to go in the 2nd half. And I told you after the first touchdown for the Gladiators, the first one from scrimmage, we've seen this team start fast before and then kind of take their foot off the gas pedal, and it looks like that's exactly what happened here in the first half today. They start fast, and then they just, I don't know if the other team is making adjustments. I mean, hey, the other team is playing too. It's not all about Chabot. Sometimes you got to tip your hat for the other team for making adjustments and stopping you. But it seems that sometimes you could set your watch on Chabot fast start, lull in the middle, and you know it's a coin flip in the second half. But that's what we have here. We have a 10-point deficit for the Gladiators after striking on their first play from scrimmage. Two unanswered touchdowns by the Eagles.
Donovan Marshall will kick off from the hold of Edwin McKinney.
It's Donovan Marshall to kick. Kick is short. Well, not too short. Takes it around the 5. And Asante McCray gets nowhere. Gets stopped right around the 15-yard line. Ball's short of the 20-yard line. And Chabot starts deep in their own territory with 3:51 left to go in the half. So they have one timeout. They have a whole lot of field. And they have enough time, but they don't have an abundance of it either. They don't have much time to waste. So Avery Williams in the backfield, 4 wide receiver set, Eckert in the gun. That's Samaria Moody in motion, play action, looking for a man downfield, throws it up, finds Robert Guy. Defender slips, which helped him get him wide open, but that's going to bring the ball around midfield.
Pass is complete to Robert Guy. Darius James and Mike Tavares stopped him at the 46-yard line. It'll be a first down for Chabot.
So ball on the 46. Good first play from the Gladiators. Gladiators still in the 4 wide receiver set. Play action, and Eckert keeps it, and it looks like he slipped as soon as he hit that little mud patch right there and went down right away.
Eckert keeps the ball and falls down.
Gonna be a loss.
43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 3. It'll be second down and 13.
Second and 13 for the Gladiators. Ball on the 43-yard line. Gladiators down by 10. Throws it, and Casey Jennings comes down with it, still on his feet, trying to shed a man. And there's a whole lot of red shirts by him, but he came down with the pass. And a great job by Casey to fight for that ball. To not wait for the ball to come to him, but to go and actively seek out the ball. And that's going to be a first down for the Gladiators, and exactly what the Gladiators need right now. Clock still moving. It's second 55. Left to go in the half. Jacob Isabel in motion. Hands it off to Avery Williams. Avery Williams. Oh, excuse me. I missed on the play. I thought the play went to Avery Williams when it actually went to Jacob Isabel, who took the ball on the end around and gets a couple yards before running out of bounds. So the clock has stopped at 2:44. Gain of 6, so it's second and 4. Ball on the 26-yard line. And Eckert keeps the ball, and he's looking for somewhere to go. And it looks like he's going to get a first down just inside the 20-yard line, maybe the 19, for a first down.
At the 19-yard line, that'll be a first down for Chabot.
Clock should be moving at 2:30. Waiting for the spot, and there goes the clock again. First and 10, ball on the 19. 4 wide receiver set again. Pitch to Jacob Isabel. Isabel behind the line, makes a man miss, but he's gonna get a loss on this play. Oh, he stays on his feet. Looked like he was gonna be taken out for a loss, but he makes a man miss and ends up getting about 4 on the play.
15-yard line.
So that's 2 minutes left to go in the quarter. In the half.
2nd and 6 from the 16.
2nd and 6 from the Gladiator 16. Gladiators got to get to the 10-yard line for a first down. And Avery Williams takes the ball close to the 10 to the 11-yard line. About 3rd and 1.5, 3rd and 2. 1:15 left to go in the half. And a timeout is taken by College of the SISKIYOUS. So Gladiators trying to respond, trying to cut into that 10-point lead just a little bit, just before the half. And remember, since SISKIYOUS started off with the ball, they will get the ball at the halftime. They will get the ball at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So it's very important that the Gladiators get some sort of points. You know, you're on the 15-yard line. You would love to get into the end zone. You would absolutely love to do that, but you have to take care of the ball as well. You can't risk an error throw or fumble or do something like that that doesn't allow you to get points, because right now getting 3 is okay because you get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. You can't waste these opportunities in the red zone and not come down with points. So right now, Coach Danny Calcagno has to be telling his team, no matter what you do, take care of the ball first, think touchdown second. So it's 3rd and 2nd. 1st and 15. 3 wide receivers set to the near sideline. Jacob Isabel in motion. Eckert keeping the ball, trying to get a first down, and it looks like he might have got enough. It's going to be close.
Eckert on the keeper, gets inside the 10-yard line.
So they give him the first down, 1st and 10.
First down, it'll be 1st and goal.
It'll be first and goal on the 10-yard line. Hands it off to Asante McCray. Asante McCray gets inside the 5-yard line and just gutted him right up the middle.
Pick up a 5 on the play.
So we're inside a minute. 53 seconds left to go in the half. 2nd and goal. Ball on the 4-yard line. Got to be aware of the clock here. Bobby Killian in motion. And he hands it off to Asante McCray, who gets close to a touchdown, if not a touchdown, waiting for a call.
Short of the goal line.
And they say it's short of the goal line, and it's timeout Chabot. And that's going to be their final timeout
28 seconds remaining.
of the half, and that's going to be at 28 seconds left to go in the half.
Inches. Right there.
And this is a big moment right now. You have to get points here, and you have to figure out, you're so close to the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. This is where the big decisions are made. Do you take the 3 and live to fight another day on the opposite side of the half? Or do you go for it here and risk the chance of not coming away with any points and still needing 2 scores?
3rd and goal from the 1.
To get in. Well, excuse me, the scoreboard said it was 4th down. It's actually 3rd and 1. So this makes the decision very easy. You go for it. You don't have any timeouts though, so you have to get it here. And Eckert looks like he was stopped short of the first down. And you gotta get up, you gotta hurry up. If you're Chabot, you have 19 seconds. You can't spike the ball, it's 4th down. You gotta get up, you gotta run a play here.
Field goal unit on the field
And-
for Chabot.
And they're gonna have to get off the field. 4 seconds, looking for the snap. The snap is down, the kick is up, the kick is good. And Chabot dodges a bullet right there as time expires in the half. And that's how the half ends. Chabot 20, or Eagles 20, Gladiators 13. And I must say, that was an entertaining half of football. The Gladiators get stuffed at the 1-yard line with 20 seconds left to go and no timeouts. It was 4th down, so they couldn't spike the ball and waste it down. That would have been a turnover on downs. And Brandon Eckert, the quarterback, was taking forever to get off the side, get out of bounds, because the snap could not be called, could not be hiked until he was off the field. Otherwise, that would have been too many men on the field, and that would have been a penalty. But nonetheless, Gustavo Aloa gets the snap off, gets the kick through the uprights, so the score is 20-13. Gladiators down by 7, and the Eagles lead here at home. So please stay tuned. At the other side of the half, we will have the 3rd quarter coming up. But first, this broadcast is being presented by Comcast KCTH 27, Chabot College, and KCMC 28. For more programming and questions on how to become a sponsor or how to donate to this production, visit ChabotTV.com. Celia's Mexican Restaurant, serving natural and fresh home-style Mexican food with the best quality. Visit Celia's in Hayward, across from Chabot College, or to find another one of its 10 Bay Area locations, visit Celia'sRestaurants.com. In partnership with Chabot TV is the Sports Broadcasting Media Group. SBMG is a Chabot College student club who handles video production and graphics. To show your support, you can like us on Facebook. And so there you have it. We're at the half. Gladiators down by 7 here in Weed, California, as the College of the Siskiyous lead 20-13. Stay tuned, as we will have the beginning of the 3rd quarter coming up.